Hey guys, welcome to Movement Monday. So today we continue with our sort of exercises that will help the posterior chain and help build, again, keeping that core lit and basically healthy and strong, and getting people moving from there. And as I said, the core for me really is pretty much the whole of the sort of the torso area down towards sort of the glutes and hips area as well. So it's not just abdominals, it's not just the obliques, it's not just the sort of the lower back, the erector spinae and stuff like that. It is encompassing of all the muscles that obviously surround the core and into the core, even going into sort of the diaphragm and everything else like that. They're all involved in some way within the sort of the central part of the body and help stabilize and move the body from there. So the posterior stuff that we're doing at the moment, the face pulls we did last week, and today we're going to go through some good mornings, different variations of those. Again, these are still, in my opinion, sort of core based movements, but they will start bringing in other movements as well, so sort of the legs or the back or the arms or whatever it may be. So today, as I said, good mornings. Probably again, a movement that may have been done before by people, but mostly unless you're outside of the realms of any sort of weight or power sports, you probably will never have done these before. So introducing them today, we're going to go through the barbell and a banded variation, because I think those two variations are pretty sort of solid for people to start with. But it can be pretty much done with anything. Again, it's it's one of those universal movements. Any good movement pretty much is something that can be done with any bit of equipment at any time. So the idea of the good morning, it's basically like a stiff leg deadlift, but instead of holding the barbell in hands, you're going to basically have it on your back. So that's the main difference from there. So it puts the weight in a different area and obviously forces you to sort of move slightly different because of that. All right. So it's going to hit the lower back, it's going to hit the glutes, it's going to hit the hamstrings, but also upper back, keeping that strong, and the core, keeping that stable as well through the movement. It's obviously then going to be a nice sort of all-round movement again to throw in there. And once again, you can throw it in as part of a warm-up routine, you can throw it in as a main exercise, or it's just some assistance work for sort of deadlifts and squats, or it could be thrown in if it's light enough as active rest in between, say, for example, upper body pressing movements, or again, upper body pulling movements, because it doesn't interfere too much with those things. It's more of a sort of a lower body sort of dominant movement from there. So I'll show you the movement from there, and then obviously you can see where we can add that in and how it will benefit many movements from there. Okay, so I'll pop you once again down to the side so we can demonstrate the movement from there. Okay guys, so the good morning, plain and simply, is just a movement that requires you to hinge at the hips, okay, and then come back out. And in many ways, it's much like a deadlift, okay? So obviously when you think of the deadlift, obviously you're coming down to that bottom position, coming back out. Stiff leg deadlift or Romanian deadlift, you're sort of slight bend in the leg, you're coming down to those shins and popping back out again. So with a good morning, it's very much like that Romanian deadlift, where you're coming down sort of the mid shin, getting into that upright strong position and utilising the lower back and the glutes to come back up and sort of strengthen and build from there. So with the barbell, obviously you get that onto the back. Okay, the idea here, as I said, from that position, you're looking forward, okay, nice high chest from that position, okay, weight on the heels, and then what you're going to do is just bring the bar forward, okay, feel the strength and the tension on the hamstrings and the glutes, hopefully, from this position here, and then from there, you're just powering back out, squeezing the glutes at the top, and then controlling that down again, okay, so you see from that movement, it's exactly the same as that Romanian deadlift, okay, powering through from there, okay, hitting those lower back nicely. Job done. So that is the barbell good morning. Very simple, really coaching tips on there, keeping the barbell on the upper back, keeping that nice and tight, and as I say, the idea is actually to bring the bum back. So rather than just bending straight forward and putting all the sheer force through that lower back and causing you to sort of want to go forward from there, the idea is actually bringing the bum back. Okay, so hinging at those hips, you get that tension, that stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes, and you're strong in that upright position, and then you're loading up, squeezing the glutes, bringing the hips back through, okay, and concentrating on those posterior muscles from there. Now this can also be done with a band, so if you have a band at home or you've got a band in the gym that you can use, it's a great alternative for the barbell Good Morning, just to practice that movement first and foremost before you actually stick a load on the back. Okay, so the idea here with a band, it helps if you have one of these hook bands, because you step inside, hook it over the back of the head, down to the neck. So again, the tension's there on the neck, but it's not as heavy as a barbell. And if you sort of just lean forward a bit, you'll notice the band starts to try and pull you back down. So it keeps you in that position. And again, you do exactly the same thing. So you're leaning forward. Okay, get the bum out. Keep that core nice and solid. Power up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Control down. Power back up at the top. Okay, so the most important tips there, as I say, is treat it like you would a Romanian deadlift. If you've never done Romanian deadlift before, this is a good practice movement to go into that and start learning that technique. You should really feel it in the posterior muscles. So you're looking at glutes and hamstrings predominantly getting loaded, but obviously this will load the lower back as well. If you feel pain or sharp pain or any sort of discomfort whilst doing the movement, then you probably are not in the right positions, so you're probably doing the movement wrong. So it probably helps to get a coach or someone to have a look, or to come over and help you get into those right positions to make sure you're feeling it in the right muscles. Okay, so it's very much hamstrings, glutes, lower back dominant movement, that you should feel a good pump in those muscles and a nice stretch in the bottom positions, but not an uncomfortable one, and not something that is going to injure you in the future from there. Okay guys, so that is Good Mornings. Again, working on that posterior is going to help the anterior, it's going to help the whole body look and feel much better, and obviously attacking those problem areas, the glutes and the hamstrings and the lower back, is going to make you stronger and make you better at lifting heavier loads for the performance movements like deadlifts, squats, and even pressing and stuff like that in the future. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Have a great week. Just be awesome guys, and I'll see you later in the week for Finish Awesome Friday. Catch you later guys.